Hi friends, my name is Milan. In this video, I will explain you theory part of chapter number 3. Our chapter number 3 is coordinate geometry. Now coordinate geometry means what? If I say I put one dot here, if I say I put one dot on the blank papers, okay, then how can I define this dot? Okay, that means how can I show the position of this dot? If randomly I'm saying that I put one dot on the paper, then where is the position of this dot? Okay, we need to fix the position of dot. Right now if I'm saying that my dot is in the center position and from near about left hand side, okay, but it is not the fixed position. Right now it is near about left hand side, right? And if we say, then maybe it is in the center line, it is on the center line, right? But it does not fix my point. If I'm saying that my point is 2 meter away from left hand side, then even position is not fixed, because it may be here, even here, even. Okay, that means we get so many dot which is 2 meter away from the left hand side, but it does not define my fixed point. Okay, so to fix the position of a point, we can use coordinate geometry. Okay, that means right now if I say my point is 2 meter away from left hand side and 10 meter away, 10 meter in upward direction, okay, then I can fix the position of this point. Okay, 10 meter it is in upward direction and 2 meter away from the left hand side. So if we give both this direction, then we can fix our point, right, in dot paper, otherwise in 2 dimension. So for that we can use a Cartesian coordinate system. Okay, we can use Cartesian coordinate system. Here I draw one figure, that means our graph, right? In graph we are taking a number lines, it is the Cartesian coordinate system, right? We learn about a number line, right? We learn about number line in standard 8 and in standard 9, even in first chapter we need to use the number line. Okay, we know the number line. What is the number line here? 0, 1, 2, 3, minus 1, minus 2. That means left hand side of 0 negative numbers are there, right hand side of 0 positive numbers are there, right? From left hand side to right hand side our number is increasing, right? Value of number, value of the digit is increase. So we know about the number line. Now for Cartesian coordinate system we want two number line, one horizontal and one vertical. Okay, for Cartesian coordinate system we want two number line, one vertical and one horizontal. Okay, so here 1 2 3 4, here minus 1 minus 2 minus 3, like this, and in upward direction plus number 1 2 3 4, and in downward direction minus 1 minus 2 minus 3 minus 4, like this. Okay, so one vertical number line, one horizontal number line. Okay, if we draw this two lines, two number line, like this, then we get four parts, right? First part, second part, third part, and fourth part. Okay, so if we draw one vertical and one horizontal line, then it makes four parts, right? These parts are called quadrant. Okay, quadrant means what? It is the part of it is the fourth part of the wool, right? It is fourth part of the wool. Here total four parts are there. That's why each part is called one quadrant. Okay, quadrant means fourth part. Okay, so these are the our four quadrant. Here first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant and fourth quadrant. Okay, this four part are our quadrant. That means this part is a first quadrant, this is second quadrant, this is third quadrant and this is fourth quadrant. Okay, and this horizontal line is called x-axis. Okay, these two are our axis. Horizontal line is x-axis, vertical line is called y-axis. Okay, horizontal line is called x-axis and vertical line is called y-axis. Okay, now here in this side values on the x-axis are positive, right? It is x-axis, and left hand side we have negative value. It is also called x dash axis, otherwise minus x-axis. Okay, that means here x-axis is there, here we can say that x dash axis, otherwise minus x-axis, right? Because negative numbers are present here, that's why. Okay, alternately this whole line is our x-axis, but separately it is called plus x-axis and minus x-axis. Okay, this horizontal line is called x-axis and this vertical line is called y-axis. Okay, vertical line is called y-axis. In that, here positive numbers are there, that means in upward direction it is called plus y-axis. Here negative numbers are there, it is called y dash axis, otherwise minus y-axis. Okay, so here plus x-axis, minus x-axis, plus y-axis, minus y-axis. Okay, and these four part are called quadrant: first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant and fourth quadrant. We need to go anti-clockwise. Okay, clockwise means in the direction of clock. Okay, direction of clock like this, because many second hand in clock it is going the like this direction, right? It is called clockwise direction. That means direction of second hand, otherwise minute hand, otherwise hour hand. Okay, so this is clockwise direction in the direction of clock, and this is anti-clockwise direction. Okay, reverse direction of clock, anti-clockwise, that means reverse direction. Okay, so this is clockwise direction, this is anti-clockwise direction. Right now we need to go anti-clockwise direction. That means first quadrant, second, third and fourth. Okay, now how we can fix our point on this graph? Okay, how we can locate our point in Cartesian coordinate system? We need to write the position of point in two parts. Okay, here we need to give one value and here we need to give one value. That means total two values we required. Okay, total two axes we have, x axis and y axis, right? Here we need to write the distance of a point from x axis and from y axis. Okay, here we need to write the distance from the x axis and from the y axis. Okay, now distance from y axis, it is called our x coordinate. Right now I am writing here x. Okay, and distance from x axis is called y coordinate. So we need to give two value here. Okay, x and y. Okay, like this, and out of that our first value is x coordinate and second value is y coordinate. Okay, that's why it is called coordinate geometry. First value is x coordinate and second value is always y coordinate. Now how we can locate this? Here I have 4 2. Now 4, that means here value on x axis and 2 that means value on y-axis. Okay, if we draw horizontal and vertical line from this point, that means distance. Okay, then 4 is there, it is on the x-axis, so x coordinate is 4, that means it shows number on x-axis, and y coordinate shows number on y-axis. That means if I say my coordinate is 4 and 2, okay, so in x-axis we need to look for the 4, and in y-axis we need to look for the 2. Okay, here 4 and 2. Now draw vertical and horizontal line from 4 and 2. This is a vertical and this is horizontal, so intersection point, it is your position of the point. Okay, 4 2, that means from 4 and 2 draw one line, intersection point of this line, it's called the position of your point. Okay, that means if we draw vertical line, then we get 4 on x-axis. If we draw horizontal line, then we get 2 on the y-axis. Similarly, here I show -3 2. Okay, -3 it is on the x-axis and 2 it is on the y-axis. So this is the position. It can be represented by -3 2. Okay, then this -1 and -2. Okay, now -1 first value it is on the x-axis and second value it is on the y-axis. Sorry, here it is okay, first value is on x-axis and second value is on y-axis, -1 and -2. Okay, here 2 it is the value of x and -2 it is the value of y. Okay, so this is our x coordinate, this is our y coordinate, that means value on the x-axis and value on the y-axis. One more thing, x coordinate it is called abscissa. Okay, x coordinate it is called abscissa, and y coordinate is also called ordinate. Okay, x coordinate and abscissa both are same. Abscissa means your x coordinate and ordinate, that means your y coordinate. Okay, now in fourth total we have 4 quadrant, right? In first quadrant our value of x is positive and value of y it is also positive. Okay, that means both the value are positive. Okay, x coordinate is positive and y coordinate is also positive, because here we have positive numbers, here even we have positive numbers. That means sign of our x coordinate is positive and sign of y coordinate it is also positive. Okay, so here sign is plus plus. Okay, then in second quadrant here we have negative value on x-axis and on y-axis we have positive value. That's why here negative and positive sign is there. Negative sign shows negative number on x-axis, positive sign shows positive number on y-axis. Okay, so in first quadrant both sign are plus plus, and in second quadrant first sign minus, second sign plus. Okay, because negative sign shows a negative number on x-axis, positive sign shows positive numbers on y-axis. And in third quadrant, here on x-axis numbers are negative and on y-axis even negative numbers are there. Okay, so both the sign negative. Okay, this negative sign shows negative number on the x-axis, second negative sign shows negative numbers on the y-axis. Okay, then fourth quadrant sign is a plus and minus. Okay, our x on x-axis we have positive numbers, on y-axis we have negative numbers. Okay, so plus and minus sign. First sign it is of x-axis and second sign it is of y-axis. Okay, so for first quadrant sign is plus plus, for second quadrant sign is minus plus, for third quadrant sign is minus minus, and for fourth quadrant sign is plus minus. Okay, now if I say -3 and 5, okay, if I say coordinate of the point -3 and 5, then this point lies in which quadrant? Okay, here our first sign is negative, second sign positive, so negative positive. Okay, this sign shows that this point is in the second quadrant, because sign of second quadrant is minus plus, right? So directly we can say that minus 3 5 lies in second quadrant. Okay, from this sign we can say that this point lies in the second quadrant. If we say 4 minus 5, okay, then our sign of x coordinate is positive, sign of y coordinate is negative, so plus minus. This is the sign of fourth quadrant, right? Directly we can say that 4 minus 5, this point lies on the fourth quadrant. Okay, because first sign positive, second sign negative. If I say minus 2 minus 3, both sign are negative. Okay, so we can directly say that this point lies in the third quadrant. Okay, if I say 5 2, okay, both sign are plus plus, so we can say that this point lies on the first quadrant, because plus plus is the sign of first quadrant, right? So directly we can say that point lies in which quadrant. Okay, from the sign. So sign of first quadrant plus plus, sign of second quadrant minus plus, sign of third quadrant it is minus minus, and sign of fourth quadrant it is plus minus. Okay, then if our point lies on x axis, right, means suppose here, then what is the coordinate of this point? If our point lies on the x coordinate, sorry, x axis, then what is the coordinate of this point? Here value on the x axis it is 2. Okay, value on the x axis it is 2, but value on the y axis here it is 0, right? So coordinate is 2 0. Again, if here is my point, then value on the x axis it is 2, and value on the y axis it is 0, so coordinate is 2 0. Okay, if I say point lies in this position, then again position on x axis it is 4, and on y axis it is 0, so 4 0. So in all so in the on the x axis, for every point on the x axis our y coordinate is 0. Okay, if our point lies on the x axis, alternately it means our y coordinate is 0. Okay, if point lies in this position, otherwise this, otherwise this, otherwise this, every point, okay, every point on the x axis have y coordinate as a 0. Okay, so it is fixed. So point on the x axis, so y coordinate is always 0. Your x coordinate can be any number, but your y coordinate is always 0. Okay, so if I say that 5 0, then this point lies in which quadrant, otherwise on which axis? Okay, so 5 0, here y coordinate 0, that means we can say that this point lies on the x axis. Okay, this point does not lies in any quadrant, but it is lies on the x axis. Okay, we cannot say that this point is lies on the first quadrant. It is wrong. Here both the sign are positive, right? But then even we cannot say that this point lies on the first quadrant, but we need to say that this point lies on the x axis. Okay, similarly, if our point lies on the y axis, okay, for example here, then our x coordinate, that means vertically we need to see it 0, and y coordinate 2. Okay, so 0 2, it is the coordinate of this point. Again, x axis it is 0 value, and on y axis value 2. So coordinate we need to write like this 0 2. Okay, So if our point lies on the y-axis, our x coordinate becomes 0. Okay, for every point on the y-axis, our x coordinate is 0. Okay, that means point on x-axis y coordinate 0. Okay, and point on y-axis, it means that x coordinate is 0. Okay, so it is fixed. If I say 0 and -5, then this point lies on the y-axis because x coordinate is 0. Alternate. Okay, if x coordinate is 0, then our point lies on the y-axis. If y coordinate is 0, then our point lies on the x-axis. Okay, now intersection point of this two axes, x-axis and y-axis. Okay, here 0 0, because value on both the axis is 0, so 0 0. Okay, intersection point of x-axis and y-axis, it is 0 0. It is called origin. Okay, it is called origin, and we are writing all the coordinate with respect to origin. Okay, so here origin is that coordinate of origin is 0 0. Okay, values on both these axes is 0 0. So coordinate of the origin is 0 0. Here I made one mistake. Here we need to write origin. Okay, coordinate of origin is 0 0. And second definition is intersection point of x-axis and y-axis is called origin. Okay, this is the definition. What is the origin? So intersection point of x-axis and y-axis in Cartesian coordinate system is called origin, and coordinate of origin is 0 0. Okay, now if we draw one line parallel to x-axis, okay, if we draw one line parallel to x-axis, so on all the point on this line, okay, all the point on this line have same y coordinate 4, right? If we draw one line parallel to x-axis, then y coordinate of every point on this line, it is fixed, right? 4, because all the point have y coordinate 4 here. So if we draw a line parallel to x-axis, then y coordinate is constant. Okay, whenever we draw this line, wherever we draw this line, it is the y coordinate, and y coordinate is a constant for all the point on that line. Okay, if we draw here, that means parallel to x-axis, then again our y is equals to 2. That means constant number for all the point on this line. Okay, x coordinate may vary. If we draw one line here, then if here we take our point, then x coordinate 4, here x coordinate 2, here x coordinate -2, here x coordinate -3, but y coordinate is same, it is 2. Okay, that means if we draw a line parallel to x-axis, then our y coordinate is constant. Okay, same thing if we draw vertical line, right, then for a different point we have different value of y coordinate, right? So y coordinate may vary, but value of x coordinate it is fixed 2, right? For this line, value of x coordinate is 2 for all the point on this line. Okay, so alternately we can say that if we draw a line parallel to y axis, okay, parallel to y axis, then our x coordinate is constant. Okay, again I repeat this things. If our point lies on the x-axis, then y coordinate is 0. If our line parallel to x-axis, then our y coordinate is constant. Okay, if our point lies on the y-axis, then x coordinate is 0. And if our line parallel to y-axis, then x coordinate is constant. Okay, again, if our point lies on the y-axis, then x coordinate is 0. If our line parallel to y-axis, then x coordinate is constant. Okay, so here our theory part is done. Okay, for Cartesian coordinate system, we want a two number line. Okay, one is called x, horizontal line is called x-axis, and vertical line is called y-axis. Right, intersection point of this axis, it is called origin. Coordinate of origin is 0 0. Okay, these two axes divide the Cartesian plan in four quadrant. This is first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, and fourth quadrant. Sign for the first quadrant is plus plus, for the second quadrant minus plus, for the third quadrant minus minus, and for the fourth quadrant plus minus. Okay, if we want to fix our position of point, then we need to write the two coordinates, x coordinate first of all, and after that y coordinate we need to write. X coordinate is called abscissa, y coordinate is called ordinate. Okay, so for to fix the position of a point in Cartesian plan, we want two coordinate, x coordinate and y coordinate. Okay, if our point lies on the x axis, then y coordinate 0. If our point lies on the y axis, then x coordinate 0. Okay, if our line parallel to y axis, then x is constant, and if our line is parallel to x axis, then y coordinate is constant. Okay, so if you have any doubt, so just write down in comment section. Okay, thank you.